Abilities have been on some cards in NBA Live Mobile from back in Season 1 all the way through to Season 4, but recently they have kind of disappeared. Now, because the game has allowed you to carry over cards from Season 3 all the way through to now towards the end of Season 9, some of the cards I collected in Season 4 are still able to be put into a multi-year lineup, and that's what we're going to do in this video. I'm going to be making a full team of players which all have different abilities. Now, all of the cards I'm going to showcase in this video you can't unfortunately get at the moment. They are all from past seasons in the game. We've got on the bench all of these guys that are giving out ridiculous boosts from past seasons. Some of the guys in the season celebration promo do have slightly better boosts, but I don't have them at the moment. But we're going to be running through this starting five to see what abilities we can find. And we've got the first guy over here, LaMelo Ball. He's got a buzzer beater ability, and if I can remember correctly, this means he's got basically a 99% chance of making a shot from anywhere on the court towards the last couple of seconds of a quarter, whether it be in showdown, some events, arena of course, and seasons mode. Unfortunately though, you can't use him in seasons because he is a season 4 player, but that's what that ability does, and it was absolutely nuts being able to use it. And you'll probably see some guys, especially in PvP, when you can come up against some of these multi-year lineups, a lot of players do use these guys with abilities. So he's definitely one we're going to keep for the team, but we'll go through some of the other ones to see what we've got. We've got a Jamorant card with a 3-point clutch ability. The clutch ability is just going to highlight a separate section on the court. So in this case, it's going to be on the 3-point arc where he can make a shot guaranteed unless someone blocks it, because of course all of these shots can be blocked. If someone blocks it, that's a waste of ability, but you have to wait a little bit for it to charge up, and then you should be able to get that shot made. Of course, all of these cards that I've got are from Season 4. Season 5, we only saw, I think, one player with an ability, but it wasn't a sort of OG ability. It was a slightly different one. I believe I've got one of those cards, so we can go on to that a little bit later. We've got a 3-point clutch on a KD card. I don't unfortunately have any Season 3 cards that do have some nuts abilities as well on them. Let me know in the comments down below what ability cards you've got in the game at the moment, but I think that's all that I've got in terms of abilities for the point guard spot, and I think this LaMelo Ball card is doing just fine with that buzzer beater ability, because I think I've got some other cards and other positions that we can use that clutch ability. He's 150 in overall as his base card, up to 121 in this lineup. I do need to change some of the courts. This is from a previous video that I did. I think it was a Google Gemini versus ChatGPT video, so we're going to change these up just to put the best ones that I've got in the game, if I can remember correctly from all of the boosts and what they actually do. We'll go on to the jerseys, so that's not really going to make a huge amount of difference. I don't have the best boost possible when you can to get these guys stats up as much as possible. Put those 2 boosted jerseys in, and hopefully we're good to go. On to the shooting guard spot. They've got a KD card with an in the paint ability. Now what this does is, again, you have to wait for it to charge up, similar to the clutch 3-pointer or 2-pointer depending on what the card has, but you have to wait for it to charge up, and then it's basically a guaranteed dunk. Again, unless someone blocks you, it's a guaranteed dunk for you to go ahead and make it. You dunk from pretty far away from the rim in the game itself. We also got Tyler Hero there with a 3-point clutch, Tracy McGrady as well with a 3-point clutch. You know what, we'll put in this Tyler Hero card because I think I've got some other guys with the in the paint ability, and I want to try and vary the different abilities that I've got in this lineup. I don't think I've got any other shooting guards with abilities, but we'll run down a little bit more just to see if there's anyone in particular. Of course, they've kind of switched things up. Instead of abilities, we're more focused on boosts nowadays, with all of these guys having much better boosts than what we had back in the day, because you can see on some of these Season 4 cards, they've only got some very limited boosts on them. So you can see KD, he's got a fairly decent boost with a +5 3-pointer and a +5 mid-range, but it's so much different to the current boost that we've got with scoring machine boost, boosting a bunch of stats, playmaking as well, a bunch of stats, all of these boosts boosting different things. So kind of switch from abilities to boost a little bit more within the game. I know a lot of people don't like that, some people do like that. I'm kind of in between. I don't really mind it in this game. We'll go on to the small forward spot though to see what we've got. We got some Season 4 cards at the start, but they don't have any ability on them whatsoever. LeBron James with a 3-point clutch ability on him. We got 2 versions of him. He's an After the Storm Master from that promo back in Season 4. We're either going to pick the Lakers one or the Heat one. You know what, we'll go way back for the 2012 version with Miami Heat LeBron. Again, a 3-point clutch ability. It's going to highlight a separate section on the court for us to go ahead and take a guaranteed shot pretty much unless someone blocks us. And I don't think I've got anyone else with that ability. And you know what? He's going to do nicely for us there at the small forward spot. And then we'll head over to the power forward spot to see who we've got to put in this lineup. Again, we're starting things off with some Season 4 cards, but they don't have any special abilities on them, unfortunately. If we scroll down, I'm not sure I've got anyone that has a clutch ability. This was the only card that we've had recently, or more recently than season 4, with an ability. It's an Antetokounmpo card with a mean mug ability. Now to this day, I don't actually know what the mean mug ability does. I have got another Antetokounmpo card from season 4 itself with the same ability. He's also got some extra passive boosts. He was from a superstar theme that we had running throughout season 4, so you could get a bunch of players. I think there was a Doncic card, I think a Zion Williamson card. I could be wrong about those two, but I'm pretty sure they were part of it as well. I went with Antetokounmpo here and upgraded him bit by bit throughout the season to get him up to a max overall of 115 and unlock his mean mug ability. So he's in the team there, and I don't really have anyone else with any traditional boosts on them, so to speak. So we got no one with a clutch ability, no one with an inside the paint ability. So this Antetokounmpo is going to have to do. I'm not sure whether it boosts or slightly boost other players' defensive stats when he scored two pointers in a game, but he's going to have to do at that power forward spot. Now onto the center spot, we have of course got 2 players from season 4 there, Tim Duncan and Shaquille O'Neal. We've got a Gasol over here with a brick wall ability, another pretty interesting one to see in the game, and not one a lot of other players have. We got Muggsy Bogues, which was a golden ticket player from iLogix HD, another YouTuber who was really big back in season 1. I think he's part of the EA creator program. I think he still is to this day, but he's got the 3-point clutch ability, but we've already got someone on the team with that ability, so we're going to leave him out of the team for now. We got a Yao Ming card as well with the in the paint ability. You know what, I'm going to do a little bit of reshuffling because I've realized we got 2 people with a 3-point clutch ability. So if we put KD in at the shooting guard spot, he's got the in the paint ability. We won't use Yao Ming at the center spot, but we'll use this Gasol just to sort of vary these abilities up as much as possible, because I don't think I've got anyone else with an ability on it. And we're going to test out Brick Wall again. I don't know, it's similar to the mean mug ability. I don't know exactly what it does in this game. Gasol itself was from the World Tour promo. His artwork's kind of messed up. I think I had another card with his artwork messed up. Can't remember exactly who it was, but it was sort of towards the end of season 4. We had a World Tour promo that ran, which was fairly fun to see. So that's going to complete our starting 5 of all complete abilities from the game. All of them are season 4 players, because of course I could have used one season 5 player, I believe, but I don't have any season 3 players. We got a buzzer beater ability, inside the paint ability, 3-point clutch, mean mug, and then brick wall at the end there to try and get that complete variety in all of those abilities. I think the only traditional ability that I'm missing is the 2-point clutch, which I don't think a lot of players had in the game. But we're going to hop into one showdown quarter, and then we might try some PvP with these guys to see what we can do. Of course, it's a 115 lineup. All of these players boosted as much as I possibly can get them. 121 on Ball, 122 for KD, 115 on LeBron, Antetokounmpo at 121, and Gasol there at 119 overall. And we've got our opponent who is also gone with a full season 4 lineup, 113 overall. No one with an ability though, so this is going to be a little bit of fun. Obviously, a lot of people don't like coming up against opponents with full lineups of abilities, especially in PvP, which I mentioned, because it's pretty much guaranteed shots around the court. But we're going with LaMelo Ball here on the right hand side as he starts things off with his 3-pointer. Now, as you can see, he's got a bar over his head, as it were, and that will sort of fill up as we get closer towards the end of the quarter, because that's how his ability works. Same with KD, his ability will appear in the paint as we just about knock down that layup there. Kind of a nice one with that maxed out layup. You could see at the bottom there, a little bit faded, but it did appear with the mean mug ability. That will charge up as we go through scoring 2-pointers for Antetokounmpo, and then I believe Gasol's one will also charge up as we get through this quarter. LeBron's marker is going to be about here at the top of the arc, if I can remember correctly. We've got to wait for them to charge up. We'll go for a 2-pointer with him as he knocks it down, getting 2 out of 3 on the 2-pointers to unlock Antetokounmpo's mean mug ability. But let's try and get the ball off Damian Lillard here. We'll try and score as many baskets as we can. We're going with Antetokounmpo for the 2-handed slam as he finishes that one off. So when it gets onto Antetokounmpo on defense, we should be able to use the mean mug ability. Again, I don't know exactly what it does, but we'll equip it as we start the timer on how long it's available for. But we'll see what we can do for the rest of the game here. I'm interested to see what Brick Wall does. We got the ability on. It didn't let me activate it the first time I pressed it. They've gone for a 3-pointer though, and McAdoo's going to miss that one. They're going to miss it after the rebound, so I'll play it over to Gasol. It's not letting us press Brick Wall. Maybe we've only got to unlock it on defense, but we'll try a 2-pointer with him. Perfect release as he sinks that shot over there. So hopefully we can get him on defense to press the brick wall ability and actually use that in this game. I'm pressing it, but it's not letting me do it. Maybe it's something you hold down and you stop an opponent coming through. I don't really know. It's a little bit confusing with that one, but we're going with a 3-pointer with LaMelo Ball as he splashes that one. 113 on his 3-point shot. We've got Curry cards who can completely max out their 3-pointer in this game. But LeBron James's clutch ability and KD's in the paint ability are available to use now. So we're going to use them both. We'll start off with LeBron James. You can see his ability is just going to appear here at the top of the arc. It's a guaranteed 3 unless someone blocks you. No one does. So we're going to get that 3 points added to our score. Up to 19 points now in this quarter. Not a bad one. We got 40 seconds left to go. And of course, we've got LaMelo as one. And of course, we're going to try and get ourselves a full court shot if we can. We get a block though with Gasol. Let's run out of the court with him. I forgot for a second. We got KD with the inside the paint ability coming through with the windmill dunk. And somehow that did not work at all. And we can't try that again because that's wasted his ability. I don't really know what went on there, but we'll try a 3-pointer with Ball instead as he sinks that one. I haven't really seen that happen very often at all. Normally, if you miss it, it's going to be because someone blocks you in this game. But we'll hold down brick wall with Gasol. See if it does anything at all. It doesn't help him get the block over Damian Lillard. But you got 15 seconds left in the quarter. So we'll run down the clock with this LaMelo Ball. And hopefully he can knock down a full court shot. I do think it's like a 99% chance he makes the shot. So hopefully he can do it first time of asking from the full court. We'll let the time run down a little bit. He takes the shot and he is going to sink that one. It's always so fun when you get the buzzer beater off, but he sinks the full court shot and we're going to win the quarter 25-8. A great one in that showdown game. But we're going to test out PvP. I am not that good at PvP at all. I haven't really played it a huge amount the whole time we've had it in the game, but we'll give it a go because why not? We've got a full ability lineup. We should do okay. Although again, I'm probably not going to be amazing in PvP because it is completely different to when you play Showdown. So who have we got? We got a full season celebration lineup. That is absolutely ridiculous to come up against over here. But let's see if we can win the tip-off. We do. We got it on LaMelo Ball over here. We haven't got a full team that's just going to spam out clutch shots because we've gone for that variety, which I do think a lot of people do try and make in PvP, just a full team with full clutch abilities. But they're going to run out of bounds over there to give us the ball back straight away. I don't think they're really meant to do that, but we'll definitely take the ball back and try and get a few more points on the board if we can. It's always tough getting your shots off and trying not to get blocked, but KD gets his one off and he knocks it down with that 3-pointer, completely maxed out in this PvP game. We got Curry over to Devin Booker. He's gone for the shot. Tried to get the block there with KD, but it is always difficult to try and time your blocks right. But let's go with LeBron James, and we get called for out of bounds here. It's a little bit sensitive on when you're close to out of bounds or not, but we get called there, which is a bit unfortunate. Curry's going to go for a very deep 3-pointer there. Luckily, he misses that one, and we're able to get the rebound with our Antetokounmpo card. We'll go in with LaMelo Ball, come through, try and make the shot, and he just about does with the scoring with contact at 125. Completely maxed out for him. They're going to go over to Devin Booker again. I think they're going to keep doing that, dishing it over to him to get the 3-pointer off. Not much we could do with that one. LaMelo Ball, no. I tried to carry on going forwards there because I thought I was going to get called on the charging foul, but unfortunately we get the backcourt violation, which only really happens in PvP. We get a stupid block though with Ball, but they somehow make the shot with KD. You can tell I don't really play PvP a huge amount. We'll go for a deep 3 with Ball as he managed to knock that one down. That was a tough 3-pointer. Pretty surprised he managed to knock that one down. Devin Booker again for the 3 as he sinks that one. So we are only up by 1 point at the moment, but I think we've got an ability, or we're close to getting that LeBron James one unlocked. So we're going for a 2-pointer with him as he sinks it. 121 on his mid-range shooting is not bad at all. We've given them a chance to level up the game. Jaylen Brown for 3 as he misses that one. Antetokounmpo with the rebound. LeBron James, his ability is now unlocked. So we've got to try and time this right so they don't block us. We'll go for that 3-pointer. Clear as day, so we're not going to get blocked, and we're going to get our guaranteed 3-pointer with him to make that one. I think it is a lot more tough trying to make those clutch shots in PvP compared to, say, Showdown, because of course there's a higher chance someone blocks you in PvP versus Showdown. Let's try and play it over to KD so we can use that in the paint ability, and hopefully this time it actually works. It's not charged up. There we go. Charged up. Will come through nice and easy with the layup. Usually it comes through for a dunk, but this time it's gone with the layup. It's a guaranteed basket though, so we'll definitely take that, and we're up by 8 points now in this quarter as Wembanyama knocks down his shot. I keep forgetting Wemby looks like that. It's kind of appalling to look at in this game. Looks nothing like him, but Gasol straight through with that layup over here. He's got his brick wall, but we haven't really seen him on defense because, of course, we're on manual switching over here. We got KD up against Curry, almost getting the ball. Curry giving a little bit of space. We'll hold down the brick wall ability, and we get brick wall. So I think that means it has an effect on an opponent's shot. Maybe I could be wrong about that, but we get that ability used by Gasol as he comes through with his 125 dunking. And we've opened up a nice gap here in PvP, and we get the steal with KD. I'm going to try and get ourselves the shot clock last so we can get that shot off with LaMelo Ball. So they got 3 seconds, and we can hold on to the ball towards the end of this quarter. KD again with another steal, so we're going to get the shot off if we can with Gasol straight through for the two-handed slam, and 21 seconds left to go in this quarter. Hopefully they take a quick shot. They do with Steph Curry, who knocks down his mid-range shot, but we can let the clock run down. I can't go for a full court shot though, because I do think you have that 8-second timer in PvP. We're getting trapped though, which is not great. So we've got to dish it over to Gasol. We'll let the clock run down a little bit more. Try not to go out of bounds. We'll let it run down with LaMelo Ball. Try and make a half-court shot over here. Hopefully he doesn't get blocked. That's a really tough shot. But of course, that buzzer beater ability is going to make him make that in this game. 29-25, 100% field goal percentage is nuts in PvP, but we will definitely take that win over there, and we get a little pack as well to give us a couple of crowns. Hopefully we get 3 or more in this one over here. What's it going to be? Going to be 3 crowns. Okay, not bad at all, and we'll take that. We win the overall showdown quarter 44-24, so not bad at all. But yeah, this team with full abilities is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, they have sort of stopped giving cards abilities in NBA Live Mobile, whether it be the OG ones such as buzzer beater, 3-point clutch, 2-point clutch, or of course inside the paint, or whether it be the newer ones that we saw in season 4 with Mean Mug and of course Brick Wall over here. Kind of leaning more towards boost nowadays, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the new update in NBA Live Mobile. Let me know your favorite card with an ability in the game itself. And recently I put ChatGPT up against Google Gemini to see which AI could make the best NBA Live Mobile team. If you want to go check out that video, it should be popping up in the bottom left hand corner, and I'll see you guys over there. Peace.